Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler review series videos I've been doing for a little while. I'll go over their trial food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. We are approaching the end of spooky season, but that doesn't mean I can't still get in some spooky stuff. But anyway, we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, why I wear super cool shirts? I like to highlight super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing today? Well, folks, I literally just got this one yesterday. Boom! It's my brand spanking new Not My God shirt. Which, if you are unfamiliar with the sort of industrial electronic duo that is Not My God, consists of Mr. Tim Scold right here, and then you have this fellow here, Nero, who work together on numerous projects anyway, but then a few years ago they decided to go over there and collaborate and create this duo collaboration of theirs. I became aware of them shortly before the pandemic hit, I want to say, and I was hoping I'd get an opportunity to see them perform live. They finally announced, hey, we're going to do a tour, and it will be the only one that we do before we stop doing this. Literally, it was their debut and their farewell tour in one, which is efficient, I guess. But, yeah, so I got to see them perform literally just last night at the time I'm doing this. They were fantastic. I bought some super cool shirts. And I took a whole bunch of videos, so if you're interested at all, I do have videos of their performance on this channel. But anyway, what am I trying for you folks? What are we doing here today? What's with the spooky stuff? Well, like I said, we're almost done with spooky season. Okay, like we're getting real close now. We're getting close to the end of October, but not quite there yet. And that means, folks, that well, we can still go over there and do boom! It's from Culver's. And it's not just anything from Culver's. It is their pumpkin spice shake from Culver's. Because sure, why not? I mean, I'm not saying, like, I've already reviewed, plenty pumpkin spice stuff. And, of course, October is the month of the pumpkin spice. I honestly was just going to Culver's to get some lunch. I wasn't even really planning to do a review. Because they're just, like, the stuff that's on there I've pretty much reviewed for the most part. But I saw this and I was like, what the fuck? We'll get in a cheap little win. So, let's give it a go. And actually, I've never had the pumpkin spice from Culver's. Kind of mix it up a little bit. Got some cinnamon in there, so get it going. It's fragrant, I'll say that. Now I call it a shake, but like I'm guessing this is gonna be too thick for me to realistically go through the straw. But it's doable, but probably gonna be more efficient to eat with the straw. Yeah. More like a Frosty. That's good. That's good. I like that. It reminds me, I did a review of Pumpkin Spice Blizzard from Dairy Queen. And in that, I mentioned that it was nice because not only did it have the pumpkin spice flavor, but beyond that, it actually kind of tasted like pumpkin pie. And in this case, that's kind of the same thing. I wouldn't say it has the same like level of pumpkin pie-ness, because with the Dairy Queen one, it actually had like, chunks and bits in it, so it kind of added to the whole thing. With this, it's just pure flavor, but there's definitely a pumpkin pie aspect to it. It's not just pumpkin spice. You actually get sort of like an almost buttery kind of taste to it. It's good. I actually like this quite a bit. I also did a review of the pumpkin spice Frosty from Wendy's. Go watch those reviews, by the way. And that, although it was fine, one of the big criticisms I levied against it was the fact that it was just very one note. You know, it was exactly what you expected. Now, I'm not going to say that this is reinventing the wheel or anything like that when it comes to the pumpkin spice stuff, but I do appreciate that there's more to it than just the pumpkin spice. There's, again, you know, they've tried to sort of emulate a pumpkin pie kind of flavor in shake format, and I actually think they've done a pretty good job. If you've got, like, out of the 3 reviews, this one included, if you've got, like, the Dairy Queen, you know, pumpkin spice or pumpkin pie blizzard over there, and then on the other end of that, you've got the Wendy's pumpkin spice frosty. This is somewhere firmly in the middle. It's closer to the Dairy Queen, though, than it is to the Wendy's, which is a good thing for me in my, you know, my personal opinion, because even though, yeah, I mean, you know, the Wendy's frosty was fine. Again, it was very just sort of, it was okay. Whereas with this, it really does feel like, you know, you're sort of getting a nice little decadent fall flavored treat. You know, it doesn't feel like it was just slapped together just 'cause October. You know, there's a little bit more effort that was put into it. And like I said, even if it doesn't quite reach, you know, where the Dairy Queen one did, it's still really good. I like it a lot, actually. And even the pumpkin spice aspect of it, well, it's certainly there. It's not, some things they kind of make up for the fact that there's not a lot going on with their pumpkin spice creation by just amping up the pumpkin spice flavor itself. But in this case, that's definitely not it. It's there, but it's there as an accompaniment. And that's really what it should be in most instances, you know. So, yeah, man, I gotta, you know, Culver's, you know, they clearly know what they're doing when it comes to their food stuff. And, let go, damn it. Stop. You know, they obviously style themselves as being something more of a premium fast food kind of establishment. And, I mean, credit where credit's due. You know, I like Wendy's just fine. I've reviewed plenty of stuff. And, you know, I'd probably go to Wendy's more often than I do Culver's. But at least in the battle between the pumpkin spice flavored treats, Culver's kicks the shit out of Wendy's, man. This is 1,000 times better than the fucking pumpkin spice frosty. So, all that said, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I'm going to go with yes and yes. You know, the pumpkin spice thing can be very divisive, and, you know, some people, I'll be the first person to admit, it does get overblown, for sure. But I also get that it is a seasonal thing, and a lot of people like it. I'm somewhere in between, like, the people who bitch about it and the people who are obsessed with it. Like, I like it, fine. I will indulge a little bit here and there when it's available. But beyond that, you know, I don't take it any further. But at the same time, I'm not going to fucking complain about it. I don't care, you know. People want to enjoy it, just let them enjoy it. So, you know, for me, it's not something that I would grab on the regular because, again, it's not something like I super feel the need to indulge in, but I can get it again for sure because it is tasty and I like it. Now, if I'm recommending it to other people, I would say honestly, yeah. Like, I think especially if you already enjoy the pumpkin spice offerings and what have you, like I said, it's definitely way better than the Wendy's one. You know, you might want to do the Dairy Queen between the two, but at the same time, Dairy Queen is more directly an ice cream treat. This is, in theory, a shake. But, yeah, I mean, it's good. I liked it. It surprised me. For being something I really was just doing a little shittier review on, because, again, it was like I just got lunch. I'm pleasantly surprised. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. You go here, yourselves truly surprisingly satisfying pumpkin spice-tastic rest of your life, I guess. Enjoy it while it's around, folks. You know, whether you're watching this review during the October month or, you know, at any other point in time, you know, just enjoy it. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not as possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do all the time? I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it, I live it, I'm out there with you in it. Okay? Yeah, I went over there, last weekend. I had a really good weekend. Hung out with some friends, did some things, It's a good time. Got to go out to a great show. But it's not always going to be that way. There's going to be times when life is going to be difficult and frustrating and bullshit. And when we run into those situations, it's important we go over there, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to try out the pumpkin spice shake from Culver's, as I have done here today. And maybe, like me, you're going to enjoy it more than you thought you were. Maybe you're one of those pumpkin spice detractors, but now, maybe you've gone over there and you've had a change of heart. Maybe your heart will go over there and grow 3 sizes for your love of pumpkin spice. And you're over there and you're like, this is amazing. I love pumpkin spice. It's fantastic. But then you go a little bit overboard with it, and now it's like the only thing you're consuming. And, friends and family are getting a little bit worried about you. Maybe they stage an intervention for you. And you just can't be having it because it is pumpkin spice or die at this point for you. Saying you go over there, you jump out a window, you're running away, you become like the fugitive, Harrison Ford style, and family's over there like, you can't have pumpkin spice. You're like, I don't care. And then you like jump off of a fucking drainage thing. Or some shit. I haven't seen that movie in forever. Something, other 90s movies references, something. But it's okay in the end because you'll learn your lesson and, moderation is key. Or conversely, if you really want to go over there and celebrate spooky season, well, maybe go watch some horror films, folks. It's not about pumpkin spice. It is about the pumpkin head, though. Go watch Pumpkinhead. That movie's awesome. Bye.